Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. And today we're about to scatter the table.
Hello, everyone. Adewale Sukre here. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
It's the Tony alone. I ready to scatter the table. Okay, like today will be a very amazing discussion. It will be about ethics.
Yeah.
As photographers and videographers. Well, we are mainly photographers, but a
Yeah.
little bit of video now. So it's be about the ethics of the job, like how you should behave, how you should do things, and a little bit of human relationship abilities you should have as a photographer or videographer when you go to a wedding or even when you go to people's places to carry out your job. So I'll start with you first. My regard you top. Like let us hear from your own side. Yeah.
The idea of code and ethics is it's a very important thing to live by, even as a person. Then it's okay for you to have a code and ethics that you live by, and it also helps you to to move forward in life. Actually, having codes and ethics, like ethics guiding you on your work, it's a very, very important thing to have.
Very
So
true.
I believe everyone should have it. If you don't, I think you probably feel the brunt of it over time. But for every person, even if you are a beginner, there are things that you should have, things you should be able to do, things you shouldn't be able to do, the lines that you shouldn't cross,
Very true.
the boundaries that you should create for yourself, to help your mental health and your mental space to be healthy. So I feel it's important to have it. Me personally, I have lots of quotes, and I won't say lots. I'll just say the basic ones guiding me,
Yeah.
and I think over time it has helped me. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm where I need to be, and I owe much of it to the ethics that I think I've had over time. So, but I can tell to an extent that yes, I do live by these things, and over time I think when you have it for yourself, I think people around you will also fall in line and align with you on that. So, but if you are just the kind of person that is just going here and there, one thing, and you don't have principles and guiding you, and all, you really come up short over time. So yeah.
Very true. I support that 100%. So let's talk about your experience and what you think people should know.
At weddings, when it comes to second shooters, it's important to have some form of communication within each other. Even if I don't have to say anything, there are things that you should have seen me do that that when I'm with this person, I don't want to do this and do that. There are cases whereby, let's say for example, let's say I'm shooting, let's say we're at an event now and we're shooting. I don't expect you to be in the same spot that I am.
Very true.
You're a second shooter for a reason.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be seeing what I don't see. Like you're supposed to be seeing things from the angle of as in that I don't see things from. So that is why you're a second shooter. But you following me and being on my side, that in itself is one of my deal breakers when it comes to having second shooters. So second shooters should be experienced. You should be seeing things the way I'm seeing. You should be seeing things from a different perspective.
Very true.
And not from my perspective.
Very true.
That's the reason why you are there. And another thing is we are not going to be shooting with the same lenses. It's not possible.
Not possible.
If I'm shooting with an 85, I'm shooting with a 35 rather. I shouldn't expect you to be shooting with the same thing. At the end of the day, we
Very
end up
true.
having the same images.
Like true. 100%.
So if I'm doing close shots, I expect you to be doing wide and good shots. So, and you are doing it in a meaningful way. Get to know your second shooter, like the person that is working with you. How is their work like? You should have seen their portfolio at least before you actually say you want to hire someone as a second shooter.
Very
You've seen
true.
their work, you've seen what they've done. So you're expecting them to also transcend that into the work that they are doing with you. So once you know someone's work, you would know how to engage them and how to relate with them. There are things that I shouldn't have to say to you before you know that you are
Very
doing
true.
them. Get an amateur photographer, and you are hiring the person as a second shooter. You know that you are in for a long thing. So
Man.
you have to know that you are going to be very vocal and audible and stuff to the person.
Like very true. So let me chip in something. You said about some shooter that I really experienced. Yeah. Now I once had a second shooter in Abeokuta. Yeah. And fine enough, yeah, this guy works with good guys, honestly. So one guy hooked me up and showed me his page. Good. No lie, is good. And I was ready to make this happen. So I booked him for a job, a wedding in Abeokuta. Good. We talked on phone, sound cool. Yeah, and that's what I wanted for him to do. No, to deliver. He was good. So on the wedding day, got to the hotel, taking portraits, was doing his job nice.
Wow.
And I liked it. So fine, good. So next, we got to the hall. Got to the hall. The next thing, I didn't see this guy.
What?
Where are you? And I saw this guy at the entrance clearing in a lady.
Clearing in.
Yeah. So he cleared her in as part of the team. She came in, got her a table and a chair to sit. This guy was working with me.
And he had a guest.
So after a while, he left my side again. He went to hustle food for the girl.
Hey.
Like seriously.
He was playing host to someone
God
at
bless
someone
you.
else's event.
He went,
At
to
the
hustle,
second
he went to
shooter.
hustle food for the girl. Got her food. She was fine. Also drink for her. Me. I never see drink. I didn't find the drink. I said, get my guy for. He's still. I said, what's up? Was sorting out the girl's
This is
drink.
hilarious.
The next thing, I come to guy far. You know now, I don't want to wash him now. I don't have to like I care. I don't want to make you feel bad. So I'm like, guy, no, don't do this. Okay, you know, it's just a friend. Yeah, I said, okay. I have no issues with that, but just let's walk. The next thing they walk. I don't see this guy around me again. Could not see him. He has gone back to the girl's place. This time it was like the table was filled up with guests. Girls sitting there. So there's nowhere he could sit down. So he leant down towards the girl to sit with the girl again. I swear down. This guy, his performance there was 0.5.
What? Me?
You get it was a bad one. I know this guy had a lot of like accolades. People said, "Oh, this guy is good." Yeah, this guy. No. Some people that referred me to him said he's good.
I think there are cases whereby we creatives we don't respect each other actually. Not self-respect. I'm saying respecting one another. Because how would someone hire you for a job and you show up there to do your own thing and all? I think it's totally like a disrespectful thing to do. That guy should be sanctioned. You should be sanctioned, to be honest. Because
That guy was gangster.
and that's what happens when you don't really know someone. You think you know people and then
true.
they start showing you who they truly are.
Very true.
That's wrong. Another thing is, fine, I'm a photographer, right? Someone is hiring me to come and second shoot. That day, I am what I am, a second shooter.
God bless you. Like
I am not a main photographer.
Yeah, don't share your cards. Please don't share your cards at someone else's wedding. Don't share your cards. Yeah. So if Wale hires me for a job, I am Wale's guy that day. Habits don't exist on that day. Wale only exists. People go as far as, guy, why we share your cards? I didn't tell you to share your cards. We have that agreement. I paid you for a job.
And you are doing.
Don't share your cards.
That's wrong.
Yeah, very wrong.
And that's one of the things about code and ethics. Actually, if people like that don't have personal ethics, actually, they just feel like they can just break boundaries and do anything that they want.
It's not fair.
But if you are working with someone, you need to know what the rules and the rules that they live by and their principles and stuff like that. So, like I was saying, being a main photographer doesn't mean you have to come to my event and become a main photographer as well too. You can own it, do what you're supposed to do, but you have to follow the lead of the person that actually brought you there.
True.
The person tells you what to do, how to go about it, then they expect you to exert your own experience into whatever it is you are doing. But coming to an event and trying to
show like you're the boss.
Yeah, like body or
everything.
Body your colleague, it's totally out of it.
Nah, it's not called for.
So that's one of the things to address when it comes to ethics. Being a second shooter, I still don't get it. Why is someone playing host to another person at another person's event? I don't get it. Even as a photographer, me a photographer,
I don't understand.
I'll bring a guest to another person's event. How?
That guy was VIP that deal.
Hey God, and you paid him.
Fair enough. I paid up front.
No wonder. Paying people up front. Hey.
That's the thing there. It was a bad one. And also, second shooters, please charge your batteries, get your memory cards. Get them and get your lenses. Do not say, oh, I bought somebody my lens Friday night. It's bringing the lens to the wedding at like 10 a.m. and the call-off time is 8 a.m. You're already there. So, about no verse. My lens, they come. They road with Uber. I don't understand, guy.
Well,
I don't understand.
For me, maybe because I have, like I said, personal ethics.
Where's your lens coming from?
If I'm working with someone for the first time, I'm not going to give you the chance to come out at my own event. sorry for my language. Excuse my French. I'm not going to let you come and spoil my reputation at an
Very
event.
true.
I would come with a second camera, should in case, and lens, should in case you decide to do your nonsense. But most of the time, I've always worked with people that I know, people that they know how I
Yeah.
work and what I do, and I trust them enough not to create some kind of force. Although I know that there are cases whereby some things happen that are beyond your
Yeah.
beyond your own expectations or beyond your control. So it's always important that there's always that you as a photographer create like some form of insurance or like a backup for when that person decides to. I've also heard about a case whereby a photographer came had a second shooter and this person got drunk at the event.
Or more. Yeah.
I've heard that before.
I experienced that with one
Are
videographer.
you serious?
He's
Like they got drunk
his
at the
team.
event and this guy ended up doing the entire work. Why?
this was very funny. At the event, the videography team had there were like 3 guys. One of the guys was videoing the dance floor, and they're paying money. He'll touch the the guy is paying like, boss,
Where my money?
wallahi.
We wonder why we don't move forward. Like we wonder why there's no growth in real time.
Very true.
It's things like this. It's things like
Yeah,
this.
it's
Like
things like
when
this.
you don't have like personal guidelines and like it's even wrong. How can you have someone in your team that they believe that they can come to an event and they get drunk?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Like it makes zero sense actually. And I think we can I look at blame the kind of environment that we find ourselves in, the ecosystem actually. People just think just because they and another thing about this our job is that some people, I don't know how to put it. You are addressed the way you are dressed or the way you present yourself actually.
Yeah.
But when you come from a place whereby you don't respect yourself, people will not respect you. People will treat you the way you treat yourself, to be honest.
Yeah.
And when you continue, going to work with people and you act shabbily or you act, there's no proper conundrum with you, there's no proper this thing with you, proper orientation with you and all, and you want to bump up your price, they will not pay you what you are worth, or they will not even think about even doing anything encouraging to you because you yourself don't even, you don't value yourself enough.
True.
It's wrong. So I don't expect, how can you go to an event, you are drunk? So when you're about to do your deliverables, what do you give these people? Drunk photos? Or what? Like photos shot from a drunken point of view or what? Baba, now for this our market. This our industry is not it at all.
Like,
As in, it's crazy. The kind of
not-
stories that you hear, man.
Yeah.
And well, that is why there's a need for having these principles, having this code and ethics that you even if you don't have it for your personal self, at least for the job, while you are on the job, have it. There's also a case whereby you work for people and they now have to start chasing you for their work.
More.
You can't communicate with them. You can't keep them on the loop. You can't keep them updated about the progress of your work. Madam, I'm sorry, I'm still on your work. Oh. I know I gave you this particular time, but due to some things, I need to make your work beautiful and what talk to them. Make them feel comfortable and don't put them in like another situation.
Yeah.
When you do that, I feel like you create a reputation becomes better. People feel safe when they're around you. You become a safe haven. They can refer you to people. But when you treat clients like as if they don't mean anything, like as if they can wait for their job, whatever. I don't want to put my friend through the same mystery that you put me through. So I don't allow that. So it's we are saying this and it sounds like as if it's too good to be true. But it is true. It is happening. People are doing this every now and then. So that is why it is important that even if you, as a beginner, if you don't know the rules to live by, you should try and ask people or try. These are the things that we need to be researching on. Like, ask photographers that you see around, like, how do you do this work? How do you, before you can even start doing the business of photography itself, you need to learn ethics. Like how to relate with people, how to relate with your own self, how to relate with the job itself. That is what code and ethics is all about. I think that is really, really paramount. And over time, I think we can also talk about how that also transcends into working with friends and families.
Yeah.
That one is even a very long
That
talk.
was a non-topic.
Stretch.
Friends and families.
So the thing about these things that we keep mentioning code and ethics. I think we can also use this word as we can call it boundaries, we can call it principles, we can call it rules that you live by, lines that you would not want to cross, because that if you cross it, you have crazy headaches and unnecessary anxieties and all. And it's important that we also realize that your families and your friends may not really appreciate your work.
Yeah, sure.
And it's totally fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
It is actually totally fine. You'll be surprised that most of us, our friends aren't the ones, catering to our business. You realize that the people that actually pay your money, pay you for your value that you're providing, or pay you your money, or pay you the right way, are people that are strangers. They are strangers.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. Over time, strangers become friends, but you realize that people
Sure.
that you don't know at all are the ones that value your work. And that's the thing about access. Access is totally fine. But what I'm trying to say here is that as a creative, you shouldn't expect your friends or your family to relate to your work the same way you do.
Very true.
Because they may not really see it, they may not really get it.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't hold that grudge with them. You just have to create a boundary or create a line that you wouldn't cross. So friends will come to you and say, "Guy, I want to do this now. You go shoot them one thing. How do you undo that kind of scenario? Do you say no, or do you find an alternative to those things? That is one of the reasons why you must have code and ethics. Funny thing about it is that when you have all these principles for yourself, your friends and families may be sounding, rebellious, or they may be sounding angry at you, but over time they fall in line. Over time they will fall in line. And if they don't fall in line too, all good, because it's business. It's business.
Yeah, true. It's business.
And they have to understand that it's business. This is what puts food on your table.
Yes.
So you cannot be disrespected or neglected anyhow. So yeah.
Very true. About friends and family, it's giving me a flashback of what happened between
we all have flashbacks, man. Lots of flashbacks.
A good friend of mine, and that's where ethics comes into place, like that code and principles. Yeah. So a good friend of mine is getting married, and he reached out to me. Solid guy. So I said, okay, I got you, guy. No, he's dope guy. So I said, don't pay me any money. I got you. He said, no, I'll give you something. This is what you used to eat. I'll pay you something.
Mm-hmm.
I tried dodging it. Still. He said, I'll pay you. Don't worry. I got you. Then he said, get me a videographer. Because you're my guy. You give me a good videographer. And I got a guy for him. I told the guy, this is my friend, this, money budget, this, how much on chat, this. Give the guy, he gave me his coat, everything. I gave it to my friend. My friend said, okay, fine, good, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Paid the guy. Wedding day, the guy shows up, does the job, fine, everything on point.
Mm-hmm.
Delivery day.
Hey, whoa.
God. Okay, so before I even delivered, I was chasing the videographer, chasing him like, guy, alpha. He traveled. This one, no wahala. We video. He gave me the video, sent someone down to me, told the person to collect his transport from me.
Wow.
Yeah. Person came and say, alpha. We met at the Keja. Say, I'm so super. Okay, fine. Said, Baba, X said, you have to give me my transport. I said, So what happened? Transport him. Fine. I said, guy, I'm sorry. Call X back. It's not my business. Took the flash. I got home. Played the flash. You know me, I watched it first. Yeah. Baba, the video was half done.
Wow.
The remaining half showed nothing.
Wow.
1 hour video, half. Like 25 minutes showed. Main video, nothing. There's a problem somewhere. Use my laptop. I went to someone's house to go and use person's DVD
laptop.
player.
Just
Not
to
DVD,
see, yeah.
USB.
Yeah. Just to
Nothing.
see.
Use TVs that had USB
USB
port.
connection, yeah.
Nothing. The same thing or more. I called my guy. I said, guy, so and so. Man, this video not only have play. Many have, man. This. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened again. This. Call that guy up. Say, guy, this is my good guy. This is my friend, man. He said, hey, Baba, I go check. Called me later and said, Baba, I'm sorry. Send me a picture of him in an accident. And showed me hard disk that were broken and said, Baba, your friend job
Was in there.
they were one of the hard disks.
These are the issues.
They break.
These are the issues. God.
My friend wife. God, I'm not laughing. God, I'm so sorry, Obi. I'm so sorry. You know I love you, eh? I love her so much. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. I said to God, up to this time, like
Reputation.
Abby's our video. You killed it, yeah? This guy
God.
gave us half video.
You're even lucky that you have good friends that are able to overlook it and
Yeah, just imagine. How can you, as a videographer, offer a finished product without watching it? Like, how? I don't understand how.
I'm actually finding it very difficult to to comprehend that, because how low can you go actually?
I
Like
don't
actually,
understand.
No. How low can someone go? You make something clearly and you don't check it to see how well it is before you send it out, man. Well, I've never been in that kind of situation before, so I'm hoping I never get there. But then again, before I realize I can do that anyway, it can't happen because I do my due diligence. I work with people that I know that yes,
But this
they wouldn't try that with me.
this guy.
But then again, that was years ago, Abby.
I'm saying. Oh my God.
I
See,
don't see, Sha.
see,
I don't see.
I swear down, See this matter, in many, it's much. We'll talk about it a lot. Like it's crazy, because people don't really care. You get, we're all about the money and we don't care, and that's one thing I have issues with people. I like see people that, funny enough, people that I trust a lot. We've done 2, 3, 4 jobs, and the 6th job he messes me up. Like he messes full time.
I think
they don't. I like it's crazy. How? I don't understand.
we can't blame this
How?
on culture. It's not a culture thing. I think it's just bad habits. It's just bad behavior. Like when you are just badly behaved, and it shows how you can be personally to yourself. Because when you are not effective with your job, how are you effective with your personal life? And you look at and this job that we think we do, it's a business, for crying out loud. It's not just a hobby. Well, we're not hobbyists. People are paying you for a job, so you're expected to deliver that that service. So it's a job. You're supposed to pay. As in you're supposed to deliver the job effectively and efficiently, to be honest. And my bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think these are things we are not here. I'm not really calling out people, but we're just painting a picture of scenario that we find ourselves in. So if you are a beginner and you find yourself wanting to come into this business, be ready to meet people like this. And the only way you can actually scale through things like this is when you have your personal self together, like your business, you have principles guiding you, the things you will take and these things that you will not take from anybody. So that when things happen, you would know if you will sue this person. Abi, you would have this person arrested or something, because now it's a breach of contract. And I'm talking about contracts. I think that's something that needs to be discussed actually. And
very true. Let's talk about that.
Hopefully, it comes up. But then again, contracts is one of those things that you must have guiding you. They're also part of ethics, to be honest.
Very true.
And also, ethics also falls in line with intellectual property as well too. Not stealing people's job, not taking people's work as your own. Not delivering people's work when you're supposed to deliver them. Even if you can't deliver it at that point in time, communicate. Bridge that gap.
Very true.
By communicating.
Those
are principles. Those are things that you're supposed to work with. We are communicating to ourselves as well too, as we are saying this too, because we all have a line that we don't want to cross.
Yeah.
If I F up someone's job right now or more, I can't actually imagine myself doing that. And this happens. There are cases where you go to a job and memory card, fails you. How do you compensate for things like that? So when you are not disciplined enough, how can you even minimize that significance of error from happening, like not letting it happen?
Preach.
So So the issue of having ethics, having principles, having guidelines guiding you with the job is very important as well too. If you don't have it, then you will not be disciplined enough to run the business. So if you are really considering doing this business and you're not just doing it as a hobbyist, I would advise that you have all these things on check, not for yourself as well alone, also for the people that you work with and your clients as well too. There are also cases about clients too, when you don't have personal principle and all, they will just keep taking and taking. They will keep pushing you. They will keep pushing you until you can no longer give anymore. Also cases when it comes, there are families that you work for and they will rubbish you.
Very true.
If you don't have boundaries, it's going to affect your mental health. There are friends that you work for and they will make you feel like as if you are
nothing.
You are a nobody.
Yeah.
So it happens. How are you able to keep a line, maintain that line of what's it called, of boundary? So it's important that we advise that people have principles and all. If you have personal experiences to share as well too, please feel free to share.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Please feel free to share
if you get to see this.
Personal experiences.
Sharing these things is not just to call out. We're not just calling out, but we want to learn from other people's mistakes and all. Our own errors over time has helped us to create a boundary, lines that we won't cross for ourselves.
Yeah.
But it doesn't end there. You meet different people every day on this job. Different people. And
more.
So
gangster.
It's really, really important that these things are to be discussed. And I'm glad that we are doing this right now.
Yeah.
I hope there are a lot of photographers actually talking about these things, encouraging it, because it goes beyond the photos, the aesthetics that you guys see online. It doesn't end there. Clients will beat you now, and the next thing you are posting their fine pictures online, but they don't beat you for that. Nobody knows that.
We'll make tables a lot, but next one I'm going to have a lot of tables, and one will be here to help us arrange the tables back, because we're going gangster that day. We're going gangster.
Maybe shake table, but I don't break tables.
I'm coming with a sledgehammer. I'm coming, sledgehammer coming. I'm breaking the tables. A lot of experience with vendors. The fight I almost had at a wedding because of water. We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Don't even go there.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, talk about that. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like table shaking, bombing. We're being bombed there. It'll be amazing. Thank you very much for watching and staying with us. But signing out from this episode right now, and
thank you for having me once again.
Correct.
It's been a pleasure being here, and I'm hoping to learn from everyone as well too.
Yeah.
Have a lovely one, guys.
Have a lovely day. Stay blessed.